Last time we talked about the best anime with a combination of action and romance as a genre, but this time we want to step back from the fighting scenes and focus more on the love and relationships in anime. So without further ado, here is Browse Anime's top 10 romance anime list. Shizuku Mizutani is a high school student without any friends, which doesn't really seem to bother her at all since the most important thing about school to her is her grades. One day though, she meets Haru Yoshida, a guy her age who's extremely violent and doesn't go to school anymore because of a fight that happened in school. Not long after they meet, he already confesses his feelings towards her, which confuses her a bit because she's never dealt much with her own feelings before. She starts developing feelings towards him as well, and together they try to find out more about their connection and emotions. This romantic comedy is about Tada Banri, a law school student who has a friend that is running away from a woman claiming to be his girlfriend. His name is Mitsuo and he's also a freshman at college. He once promised this one girl that they would marry someday when they're grown up, but as the years passed by, he didn't have the same feelings towards her than back then. He had other plans. But the girl, Kaga Koko, won't accept his way of thinking and also attended the law school in order to stay close to Mitsuo. Things are starting to change now. He can't always keep running away from her. And now there's also Tada Banri, who's starting to play a bigger role as time goes by. In this anime, we have our main character Holo, a wolf deity who is celebrated in a small town called Paslo. Though as time goes by, Holo has been reduced to a folk tale. One day, a man named Kraft Lawrence stops at Paslo and immediately offers Holo a job to become his business partner when they first met, but only if he promises to eventually take her to the northern home of Yoitsu. Lawrence notices Holo's ability to evaluate a person's character and is now thinking of opening his own store, but soon enough he begins to realize that his aspirations are slowly morphing into something unexpected. Kurunuma Sawako appears to be the cute little girl next door, but in reality she has a vicious behavior, hence her nickname Sadako due to her resemblance to the girl from the movie The Ring. But in reality all she wishes for is friends, and her reputation is giving her a hard time making them. Until one day she somehow gets in touch with Kazehaya Shota, the most popular guy in her class. Since then her wish came true and she finally found the friend she was looking for, or perhaps even more than that. Chiyo Sakura is a high school student who fell in love with Umetaru Nozaki, and one day she actually has the guts to confess her feelings, though what happened afterwards was unexpected and led to a lot of confusion. Instead of responding to her confession, Nozaki gives her an autograph. It turns out he's a well-known shoujo mangaka, and through many more misunderstandings, Chiyo somehow manages to become his assistant. We now follow Chiyo on her journey to make Nozaki notice her feelings. This is an anime that everyone should know or at least heard of, but here's a small summary if you haven't heard of it yet. This anime talks about a certain school in the area, an elite academy that accepts only the best students called Urin High School. We follow the student Harui Fujioka, who's searching for a quiet place for her to study, but when she opens the door to music room number 3, she finds the complete opposite. She stumbles across the host club of the school. She tries to leave the club room, but accidentally breaks a vase worth 8 million yen. Now she is forced to pay it back somehow, and since she already has a masculine appearance, they make her join the club and become a full-time male host, which is probably more exciting than it seemed to her at first. The anime follows Takasu Ryuji, a high school student starting his second year. Despite his villainous and harmful looks he got from his father, he actually is very tender when you get to know him better. At the beginning of the year, the classes were mixed, causing him to be together with his best friend and also his hidden crush Minori. The three students become friends when another girl, Minori's best friend, also joins the group, who's in love with Ryuji's best friend. And this is when it gets complicated and the typical love triangle soon turns into a love rectangle. Kaichua Maid-sama follows Misaki Ayuzawa, the first female student council president of her school. She gets a lot of hate and has been nicknamed the Demon President by the boys since her style of representing the students is very strict, and it's even more difficult for her since her school used to be an all-boys high school not too long ago. Though Misaki also has her own little secrets outside of school. She works part-time as a maid in a maid cafe since her family is struggling to pay the bills. This entire time she managed to keep her job a secret, until one day Takumi Usui enters the cafe, who just happens to be the most popular guy in her school. Now he can choose between destroying her reputation by telling everyone at school or using his secret to take advantage of her. After the passing of his mother, Kusai Arima can't hear the sound of him playing the piano anymore, which was once his passion. He avoids it even after 2 years and lives a colorless life alongside his 2 friends. But one day, everything seems to change when he listens to the music of a beautiful violinist he meets named Kaori Miyatsuno. Since then, he's willing to give the piano another try and even discovers that playing it doesn't always mean hitting each note perfectly, but that a single melody played with emotion can bring you the fresh spring air of April. Planet follows Tomoya Okazaki, a high school student who doesn't think much of school and life. Together with his friend Tsunohara, he skips school, and that's when he passes a girl named Nagisa Furukawa. He starts noticing the girl more and more around school and eventually becomes friends with her. He finds out that Nagisa has been ill, which is why she didn't go to school for a year. And one of her dreams is to revive the school's drama club. Since Tomoya claims that he has nothing better to do, he starts helping her achieve her goal along with the help of a few other students. As Tomoya starts spending lots of time with his newfound friends, he notices that life isn't as dull as he once thought. And those were Browse Anime's top 10 romance anime. Make sure to let us know in the comment section below what your favorite anime on this list is, and what romance anime also deserves to be listed in this video. And if you want to check out more of the things I do, visit my website and Twitter for Unotaku. We're currently working on a giveaway, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.